Good morning. This is TMI Socials. Welcome. I am Nuoluwapo Stevens. Or better still, call me a social media butterfly. Now, we'll begin in Abuja, where some retired police officers took to the streets of Abuja yesterday in a peaceful protest to draw attention to the poor welfare conditions of serving and retired members of the Nigeria Police Force. The protest was led by the convener of the Revolution Now movement, Omoyele Sowore, who joined the retirees to demand urgent intervention from the federal government. They expressed displeasure over what they described as years of neglect, non-payment of pensions, and poor treatment of officers who had served the nation diligently. Let's take a look at.
How many times you don't go home?
More than 3 times, 4 times.
So any result come out?
No results.
So you dey go home?
Let them remove us from Bangkok. Let them remove us from Bangkok and pay us our money, all our entitlement. Since 2007.
All our outstanding allowances from inception to date, let them calculate and give us our money, remove us from Bangkok, and that's all. Calculate our money and give us our money, and that's all. We are not after anybody. We are not for violence. We are not for fighting. We are not for abusive language. Here, what we are here is very simple. Let them remove us from Bangkok, calculate our money and give us our money. Pay us our gratuity. That's all. That's what we are here for. You can imagine if the Bangkok is a good road for the Nigerian police retirees. Why should they now?
I am saying that the IG, the deputy inspector, DIGs and AIGs, let them come to our help. They should remember that when they came out from from Polak, when they came out from colleges, as the case may be, we are the one that taught them how to write in the routine diary. We are the one that taught them police duties, practical police duties. Most of us, we accommodated them. Most of us, we fed them. And now they are biting the fingers that fed them. Quite unfortunate. What kind of wickedness in Nigeria? Wickedness to the core. So I am pleading that, please, that IG, the DIG, the AIG, they should put their minds together and come to our help. They should not stand against our entitlement any longer. I have retired, please. I served 35 good years. I was given 1.7 million naira. I am not happy any longer. I am not happy.
Should I say aggrieved retirees right there expressing their heart? Imagine working for 35 years and being given 1.7 million naira at the end of the day. Really pathetic. Now we'll move over to reactions. How did you take this in line? We'll start off with this user who says, after their years of service, may Nigeria not happen to you? Okay. Another user on X, you can report the case to the nearest police station. Nigerians got no chill online at all. Now moving away from that, this user wrote, let's have another tweet. This one says, sometimes I don't have any form of pity for most of these retired police officers whenever I see them receiving degrading and abusive treatment in the hands of these monsters in power. Okay, according to him, while in active service, they always allow themselves to be used against Nigerians who protest and advocate for a better country for all. Anyway, it's an ongoing conversation and we'll keep you up to speed right here. Away from that, we'll move over to a video of the Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, almost making a blunder while mourning the late former President Muhammadu Buhari, has made the rounds on social media. Now, during a church program, Governor Uzodinma took a moment to mourn the late Nigerian leader who passed away on Sunday, July 13th, 2025. Well, while making his speech, he mistakenly mentioned the current president of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu's name, instead of Buhari's name. Let's take a listen.
May the soul of the former president, President Bola, President Muhammadu Buhari, and the souls of all the faithful departed to the mercy of God rest in peace.
Now, did you see the guy at the back there with the suit on? He almost laughed out loud, if you ask me, and trust Nigerians in line to drag him out. This one says, the security guy at the back served shock. Like, please, oh, our president is still alive. Thank you so much. Another user on X still responding. That guy in suit held that laughter with every fiber of his being. Absolutely. Now, still on this bit, finally, this user says, the guy on suit was like, Chineke, from his body language. Anyway, away from that, we move over to the political scene where this time around, the 2023 vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Dati Baba Ahmed, has said that there is no crack between him and Peter Obi. Now, Baba Ahmed was present at the National Executive Council meeting of the Julius Abure faction of the party yesterday. Well, reports had it that the Labour Party has been embroiled in internal crisis, with the party now split into two factions, one led by Abure and the other led by interim chairman Nanadi Usman. Let's take a listen.
To the best of our knowledge, His Excellency Governor Peter Obi, my boss, the 2023 presidential aspirant, is still a member of Labour Party. He attended, just like I did, the talks of coalition. A coalition is not a political party, and he has not become a member of ADC. This is to the best of my knowledge. So what you're asking is, in theory, if he does get the ticket in ADC, and in theory, I will tell you, when we get there, we will decide. My friend, you are saying if there is a crack, there is no crack. And by the grace of God Almighty, there will never be a crack between me and PHF. We are solidly together. In fact, it is easier to break the head of APC than to break, than for a crack to exist between us.
So you've heard it loud and clear. Peter Obi is still a member of the Labour Party, and there is no crack between Baba Dati Ahmed and Peter Obi. Now, we'll move over to reactions online. Let's start off with this one who says, Dati is right by saying the government that follows is even more important than the act of removing a government itself. But this is the one thing most Nigerians are yet to realize. Zero critical thinking. To many, the goal is to remove and assume power without thinking about who or what the new government offers, recycling one bad government for another. Okay, Daniel, wherever you go there from. Another one says, the game is the game. Obi is using his friend Dati to hold the Labour Party while checking out what is going to happen in the ADC. I love this politics that everyone is playing. Now, finally, another user respondent says, which faction of the Labour Party did he belong? As far as I'm concerned, Obi seems confused and has been led and controlled by his supporters. Not a good optics for an aspiring #1 citizen. Now, away from that, we'll move over to the international scene where Kemi Badenoch, I'm sure you're much aware of her, the British Minister for Business and Trade, Kemi Badenoch, has stirred up a wave of criticism and the legal pushback following a controversial claim that she cannot pass on her Nigerian citizenship to her children simply because she is a woman. Now, the remark was made during a recent interview on CNN's Fareed and has since gone viral, igniting fierce debate across social media, particularly on X. While the statement triggered instant backlash with legal experts and Nigerians, at home and abroad, citing the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which allows citizens by descent through either parent. Now, before we listen to Kemi Badenoch, let's have what the Constitution says about this. So, under the Nigerian Constitution 1999, a Nigerian man can automatically pass citizenship to his children, regardless of where they are born, right? A Nigerian woman, on the other hand, cannot automatically pass citizenship to her foreign-born children unless the child's father is Nigerian. Now, haven't heard that? Let's move over to Kemi Badenoch.
Not something that, that many countries would accept. There are many people who come to our country, to the UK, who do things that would not be acceptable in their countries. It's virtually impossible, for example, to get Nigerian citizenship. I had that citizenship by virtue of my parents. I can't give it to my children because I'm a woman. Yet loads of Nigerians come to the UK, stay for a relatively brief period of time, acquire British citizenship. We need to stop being naive, and that's why under my leadership, we now have policies to make it a lot harder to just get British citizenship. It's been too easy. It's basically a conveyor belt.
Too easy, she says. We move over to tweets and her comments online. This one says, Senator Sheikh Hussaini, why would Kemi Badenoch be bothered about getting a Nigerian citizenship for her offspring from a country she rebuked and rejected? She should just enjoy her adopted home and leave us alone. Our father's home. Okay, in our father's home. All right, now another user wrote, Kemi is damn right. Nigerian citizenship law treat foreign spouses differently based on gender. And she went on and on. So finally, on TMI socials today, here is a viral video of Senator Adams Oshomole. He was seen online showing off his exercising prowess in the gym. In fact, he said he has 17 packs. How many packs do you have? Let's take a look.
I have 17 packs.
Where don't come in?
Teamproducts.com.
Back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality, back to the here and now.
Then no fit touch my energy. If I no get money, not disability. So forget my shadow.
It's the E for energy for me. How old is Senator Adams Oshomole, and still having the strength and capacity to do all of that? Well, by the way, I have 6 packs. How many packs do you have? Anyway, let's look at 2 tweets and we move over to something even beautiful. This user says, small body, an advantage for old age. Absolutely. And then Diamond says, he's actually very fit for his age. Okay, okie dokie. We'll wrap up TMI socials on this note. Big shout out to you for being a part of the show. We'll do this again tomorrow, God willing. I am Anuoluwapo Stevens.